G'day, it's Simon and James at a huge South OC Cars and Coffee. We've got so much going on this morning. We got this thing going on behind us. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Got a ton of people, some really cool stuff. What have you seen roll in, James?
So it's the early stages of the show, so people are still rolling in. We already have a Carrera GT at 918 and brand new Mark II Ford GT. We have a wide body Murci. I mean, literally everything this morning that you could possibly want to see. We've got a bunch of crazy supercars rolling in after the fact. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, and we have, as I hinted behind, a reveal for the brand new Ford Maverick Lobo. This thing is super cool. Don't want to tell you too much. There's actually a separate video you can watch on it as well. But think of inspiration from a late 80s to mid 2000s sort of street truck. Lower, big wheels, something you can take the autocross. Super cool. Hey, don't forget, if you're coming to South OC Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off those freeways. All right, mate, tons to see. Let's go for a walk.
Let's do it.
Great to have Ford here today doing a reveal of their brand new Maverick Lobo. This thing is super cool. We've done a separate bonus video if you want to go out and check it out. There's so much that goes into this particular truck, and I want you to watch that video, so I don't want to give away too much. But just imagine, this thing has been inspired by the sort of lowered street trucks of the late 80s to the sort of early mid 2000s. So it's a unibody, which means it handles better out of the gate, but it's got things like a diff that gives it better vector cornering. It's got some really nice rims on it. The power's been increased. There's also an option of a hybrid as well. 4 different colors. There's a really nice gray, there's black, there's a really nice blue and white as well. Just a great looking truck. Make sure to check it out.
So next to the Maverick Lobo, we have the Porsche 918, my personal favorite of the original Holy Trinity. This one, of course, being protected by the guys over at Next Level Auto Protection with their full PPF on this. I absolutely love this car. And the next one from the guys at Fast Lane Drive, a beautiful Ferrari F8, this one being full matte stealth, and I think it has a set of 1886 forged wheels on it. Very, very pretty. And then, as if it wasn't cool enough that we had a 918, we have the counterpart, the Carrera GT, the OG Porsche hypercar. Absolutely beautiful. This one I think has a custom exhaust on it. You can really hear that V12 when it comes in. Of course, it's a manual, a true purist hypercar. I absolutely love it. It is a Porsche heavy morning this morning. You can see we have a 991.1 GT3 and then next to it, the 991.2 GT3. This one is my personal favorite. I love the .2s. I think the update that they did to the front end where they kind of gave it a bigger mouth and these kind of kidney grills on the side made such a huge difference. Tons of carbon fiber on this. You can see carbon mirrors, little wind deflectors, a carbon steering wheel in there, all over the place. This one is absolutely stunning. So while I do love the Huracan, I think that it's a cool car. When you put it next to something like this, it just looks a little boring. So sorry, Huracan. But this is a Lamborghini Murcielago with a GT1 style body kit on it. You can see this thing is so wide, has these accentuated flares on the side with the louvers on the front, a massive extended front bumper on it. You can see just how wide this car is. I mean, probably has 13-inch rear wheels on here. It is just absolutely massive. What a pretty car. You can see the V12 through there, the I want to say it's a 6.3 or 6.5 liter in this. What a insane car. Here we have a beautiful 488 Pista in the front row. You can see it's a gorgeous metallic white with a burgundy split stripe on it. I absolutely love it. And you can see that that stripe is continued on the inside of the car with those Daytona seats. Very, very pretty. I think this is my favorite modern Ferrari. Just the lines on this, the air scoop on the front, you can see it actually vents down through the front bumper. It is so, so pretty. Tons of carbon fiber. Just a beautiful car. Here we have a very cool lineup of 992, starting off with the two 992 GT3 RSs. Both beautiful cars, both with the YSAC package. You can see the carbon roof on there, the carbon mirrors. Very, very cool. One having the red accents, the other one with the blue. Absolutely love it. And then next to it is a 992 Turbo S Lightweight, an incredibly rare 992 that you don't see very often. You can see the lightweight badge down there. It has the magnesium wheels on it. Just a very, very cool iteration of this car. Which one out of these three would you guys take? Here we have a wild 991.2 GT3 RS. This is gorgeous finishing guards red on a set of BBSs. The crazy center lock on there. Tons of carbon all over this car. Wow, this thing is insane. Here we have the Black Series from Wish. You can see this has a crazy body kit on it. interesting body kit for sure. I'm not quite sure where they got this from, but this is an interesting car for sure. I can see that they've tried to make it look like that original orange black series that came out, but not too sure where they got this body kit from. Very interesting nonetheless, and A for effort. I think this has to be a record number of Porsches. I just wanted to highlight though this 991.1 GT3 RS Ultraviolet. So pretty. Has a set of, I want to say either P101s or R101s on it from HRE. So pretty. I wish they made more of these, but it's so cool having this at the event. Here we have the Zeeble SVJ running in. Such a cool car. This one was just VF engineering for an exhaust and a tune, and it sounds absolutely crazy. You can hear it guiding in right now. So cool. Love what he's done with this build. And then finishing off this exotics row with a Mark II 4GT. Such a pretty car. Absolutely love it. I think the gentleman said this was either 2018 or 2019. A little controversial given that it had that Turbo 6, but I think that this car has aged very gracefully. So pretty. Between this one or the older 4GT that we had last week, which would you guys take? Drop it in the comments below.
Look at this. This is this week's car of the week. I've already done the video on it. This is a 6x6 Land Rover Defender, and it is a genuine 6x6. It started its life as a military vehicle, then went on to be literally a water tanker. Africa, then South Africa, the owner got it, fitted an LT4, did amazing work to it, the bed, the trim and everything else. I don't want to talk about it too much. I want you to watch the car of the week video, because this thing is absolutely cool, all purpose. Somebody just said before it was just for show, and it's like, nah, get up, have a look underneath the thing. This is actually a workhorse. Very cool. Another busy morning this morning, overflow lot full as well. Some cool stuff over here, don't want to miss it. Big bus, I shall call you Mini-Me. Very nice. Love the flip out windows on that. Check this out over here. This is like a 55 Chevy off-roader. It's got the height of a gasser, but I mean, it's super cool. Look at the LED lights in the back of it. Full patina, acrylic windows in it that have all been put in. The rusty interior as well, but it's like the engineering in it. I mean, look at the suspension, the coilovers. This thing's actually pretty cool. I'm trying to have a look. I'm guessing that's an LS up in there by the look of it. Super cool. Some other cool stuff over here. Check this out. Nice looking Ford truck over here. Very nice. Very clean. Love the steel wheels. Nice 390 badge on the side, beautiful interior, just a neat tonneau cover on the back, hot rod over here, just stuff everywhere I look, ton of motorcycles as well. What a great morning. Have a look at this thing leaving. Beautiful 1955 210. We know it's a 210 because it's got the pillar on the back. It's not a pillarless, but love this thing. Skinnies on the front, big rubber on the back. Centerline Convo Pros, which are super cool. Very tough looking, very tough sounding car. So what does it have under the hood? What has it got under the hood? Small block. It just looks great. The rubber on the back. The Tri-5, what a great area for Chevy. Big lineup at the merch tent this week. That's because we got so much cool stuff. Cool t-shirts, cool hoodies, cool long sleeves. Now, Sarah can't be with us today because she's helping our daughter up at college in Portland moving in. So Tara and Emily over here doing a great job. Thank you, ladies, for what you girls are doing. Keeping the merch tent open while Sarah's away. Doing a great job keeping all of these people happy. Don't forget, if you can't get our merch at the show, you can also go on our website and click on the shop page. Another one sneaking out before the show finishes. Great looking Ford truck. Good morning. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Next to it, don't know if they're rolling in or rolling out. We got a McLaren. Fiat Jolly, jolly by name, jolly by nature. You look at this thing, it makes you feel jolly. Isn't it great? Look at the seats made out of rattan. This is obviously starts its life as a Fiat 600. They did Fiat 500 as well. Roof's taken off. You might have seen them with a canopy with a bobble fringe. But I mean, let's face it, you want to get for your castle or chalet in Monaco down to your super yacht in the harbour. You don't want to take a big car. You want something you can drive right down onto the pier. And what better thing to do it in than a Fiat Jolly? This is part of that whole microcar group. There's smaller microcars, of course, but this whole group getting more and more interest, going up more and more in value. So I just love looking at it. It just looks fun and happy.
I'm not a saint, you're mad. Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You stepping on me and they call my mama, touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Oh, my best.
We got such a great lineup of cars through here, starting off with this 1931 Ford, really cool Model A. Notice the motor in it. I don't believe this is what it would have come out of, because you'll notice it's not a flathead motor. This is an aftermarket motor. It's look at this.
This is from a magazine article advertisement of the 30s.
So Krager basically.
Krager of the wheels.
Yes.
Famous wheels.
Yep.
Back in the 30s, they made high compression heads, racing equipment.
Interesting.
And this Krager is an original Krager in the mid 30s.
Wow.
In fact, this is a retired racing engine that was dropped in here maybe 40 years ago.
Great story. Thank you. Very cool. Next to it, another great car, 32. This one running a flathead V8. That's what was, so for me, gave it away with this. Notice it didn't have that flathead style motor because that had an overhead cam. Interesting. Next to that, we have Jim. Jim has been a Car of the Week winner, I don't know, 7, 8 times or whatever. This is his not first, not second, but third Jupiter. Jim collects these things. I said to him before, is it enough? And he said, there's something like 50 of them in North America, so he's got another 47 to go. Really interesting design. Notice the motor design. It's the original Boxer style engine in there. And the radiator actually is behind the motor. So really interesting that they did this. Jowett, obviously a UK company, but a really, really, really interesting design. So 3 very different cars, but each with a great story.
Well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Get ready for this. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that.
Interesting old Studebaker Gran Turismo. I'm not sure what year this thing is, but such unique styling. Studebaker's never really copied anybody else. If anything, they sort of lent on some of the design cues of companies like Gear out of Europe, but interesting dash layout. Nice wood grain in there, probably fake wood grain, I'm sure, but interesting car, not one you see very often.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for. All is
Check out this T-Bucket. It's something you don't see people building so often anymore. This one, notice it's got a historic vehicles plate on it. You know, it's interesting. This was such a cool design and such a cool style. And this one's running a small block Chev, Edelbrock carb in it.
Oh, right there.
It's pretty cool. Like, you'll have a look at the way the whole thing's designed and laid out. Does it look like the safest thing to ride in? Probably not, but when they built these sort of cars, people weren't so concerned with crash tests and those sort of things. The whole idea of a T-Bucket came from that, the guys coming back from the war, wanted to get cheap vehicles, wanted to race each other, so they'd literally go and buy old Model A's and they would strip them down to virtually nothing but the motor, chassis, and something to sit in. So pretty cool to see a T-Bucket here, because as I said, you don't see many new ones happening these days, and it's a kind of cool design. Notice the Mustang taillights in the back. Owner over there, 65 Mustang taillights back there. Very cool.
burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent
ton of Chevy trucks here. This guy's reached out to us as a club, said, hey, can we come in? And if you do that, we'll let you come in early, park together like these guys have, give you a prime spot. Reach out to us either on our website, on the information page, or via our South OC Cars and Coffee merch Instagram page.
That is it for a very busy South OC Cars and Coffee here today. Thank you guys all so much for coming out and showing your support. Please remember, if you're coming, respect our rules, no revving, no speeding, no burnouts. That includes on the property, driving through the streets of San Clemente, and then getting on and off the freeways. I want to say a massive thank you to all the sponsors. But beforehand, a massive thank you to Ford for bringing out their all-new Maverick Lobo to show off to everyone at the show this morning. In terms of sponsors, I want to say a huge thanks to the Bracketeer Way Marketing, Mazda, Maguire's, iAccident Attorneys, Next Level Auto Protection, One of One Vans, Sierra, Ineos, Grenadier, Josh the Auto Buyer, Carbon Tasking, and of course Happy Jewelers as well. And then I do want to say a huge thank you to all the volunteers as well for coming out and helping us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without them. If you guys want to become a volunteer at South OC Cars and Coffee, remember to go over to South OC Cars and Coffee merch. We handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our new hats, hoodies, t-shirts, lanyards, stickers, everything you guys could possibly want from South OC Cars and Coffee. If you're volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Anna provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that and feeding the masses as well. And also to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We could not do the show without them. So remember, if you want to do any shopping, go to the movies, grab a coffee, whatever, come to the outlets on South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're going to see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.